everybody. Welcome to Sports Grind Season 3, Episode 1. My name is Tyler Wargo, and we would normally have Mickey with us today, but he is in Cincinnati until November 19th. But he will be back, so it will be just me covering the latest topics and the latest news with baseball, football that's coming up, and basketball that is soon to become. So, without further ado, let's get right into it with the MLB from yesterday. Starting off, we have the Mets winning in the Big Apple, 4-3 against the Marlins. Lindor is back in the lineup after being hurt. So is Baez. Baez was recently hurt. But Lindor had 1 RBI and 1 home run. Carrasco had 5 strikeouts. Alcantara had 6 strikeouts. And in my opinion, he's the best player for the Marlins. I mean, the Marlins, they've been losing and winning. They keep their wins and losses consistent. But Alcantara, his curveball, it's in his changeups, work perfectly, especially against the Mets, as we saw. He had more strikeouts than Carrasco. So we'll go right to it with the Red Sox, as they are now 77-59 after beating the Rays 4-0. Renfroe had a hit and 1 home run. Eduardo Rodriguez had 6 strikeouts, which is not bad, especially for Rodriguez being, they count on Rodriguez, but they have other pitchers they rely on, like Chris Sale. So, he's doing well for the Red Sox. McClanahan pitched well for the Rays, having 8 strikeouts, so he had more strikeouts than Rodriguez, but it's kind of shocking to me because he had 8 strikeouts, so, he was doing well until, he got tired around the 4th, 5th inning, which normal starting pitchers get tired around that time. So, we taken out of Chicago, as it was a close game, as the Cubs beat the Pirates 6-5. Ortega had a great game. He's actually one of their best players right now, having 3 RBIs and a home run. Pirates used 6 relievers that game because the Pirates love using their relievers. They normally work their starting pitchers to the 4th inning, then they normally give them a rest and put these new pitchers in. Mitch Keller also had 8 strikeouts for the Bucks. Mitch Keller, he also had experience with this team, so getting 8 strikeouts is amazing for the Pirates, but we would like to see more from the Pirates. The postseason's coming up, so if you're a Pirate fan, you gotta hope more for your team. They did give up some players, so we would like to see more, especially from their catcher, Stallings, and their outfielder, Mark Reynolds. Indians also beat the Royals 4-2 in KC. Braves beat the Rockies in Denver, making Colorado fall more behind 61 wins and 71 losses. So Rockies, they're kind of falling behind. They're kind of like Arizona right now. So Austin Riley had 2 RBIs, 1 walk, and 1 home run. The pitchers were not the best, though, for the Braves. They took them out 3rd inning, and they had their relievers going in. But their relievers, they're pretty good. They're pretty good, especially for the relievers being young players. So Chichi Gonzalez had at least 1 strikeout. He did not do well at all. They were hitting off him. All the way to the 3rd inning, they already gave up 3 runs, so it was not good for the Rockies. We'll also take you over to Washington as the Phillies swept the Nationals away. They have a record of 69-64, so they're keeping their wins and losses consistent. Aaron Nola had 5 strikeouts. Bryce Harper had a home run. Bryce Harper, he is cooking up. If the Phillies, they're keeping it close in the division, especially falling right behind the Braves right now. We did see the Phillies up front, but now we're seeing the Braves up front now, so it's very close, but we should be seeing the Phillies rise in the postseason. But can they get in front of the Braves? Because the Braves, they've been red hot lately, so in my opinion, I really think the Braves and the Phillies, once their matchup comes, it's going to be a great matchup to see. Athletics also handled the Tigers in Motor City, having a record of 74-60. Marte had a game with 1 RBI, 1 walk, and 1 home run, so he kept it fair on the field. Montez, who pitched for the Athletics, had 7 strikeouts. Badillo has been hot lately for Detroit. He had a home run the game before, and he had a home run last night, going with 2 RBIs. Giants are also now tied. Now, let's talk about the Giants and the Dodgers. Right before we get into that, I would like to say that the Giants did win yesterday. They beat the Brew Crew 5-1. Logan Webb had double digits in strikeouts. He had 10 strikeouts. Estrada was on fire with 3 RBIs in just the 8th inning to win. Darren Ruff had 1 RBI and 1 home run. That was last night's Giants game. So let's talk about the Giants and Dodgers. I have a lot to say about this. What I would first like to say is For the first time since 1994, the Giants and the Dodgers are tied in the NL West division. So things are really tight, especially the matchup tonight against the Dodgers and the Giants in San Francisco. That game's going to be awesome. I think Buehler will be on the mound tonight, so that matchup's going to be amazing. I really hope the Dodgers win that one because, I'm a Dodger fan, but the Giants, they are hot. I mean, they've been in first place for a while now, but the Dodgers jumped right in front after beating the Braves and beating the Rockies in their past series. So that will be a great game. In my opinion, it's going to be really hard. I really think the Dodgers will come out on front. I mean, they hit a home run literally every single first inning. They show up every day. Will Smith, in my opinion, is the best catcher in the league. You got Mookie Betts in the lineup, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Cody Bellinger. Great guys. Cody Bellinger's been slacking a little bit lately, but I think he'll be hitting some bombs in San Francisco. So that's going to be a great matchup to see. Dodgers versus Giants tonight, 10:10 tonight Eastern time. So stay tuned for that. So we now close MLB. We now talk about the NFL preseason, which came to a close week 4 last week. Let's start off with the Colts handling the Lions 27-17. Now let me say, the teams this preseason, they did not really give in their all, obviously, because they want to save their starters for the upcoming regular season, which will be September 9th, so stay tuned. Eagles were tied 31-31 against the Jets because, preseason, they allow tie games. But think about it. The Jets' defense had an interception. The Jets' defense actually been working well than they have in the past, especially moving their new players in the roster. Keep an eye on Yeboah as he gained 100 yards yesterday, racking 2 touchdowns. Joe Flacco threw 2 touchdowns, gaining 188 yards. Joe Flacco, this is his second season, I think, with the Eagles. I think he'll be doing pretty well, and so you definitely have to keep an eye on Joe Flacco. Steelers are also saving most of their players for the regular season as they took the L against the Carolina Panthers. Chiefs also beat the Vikings 28-25, so they kept it close. Green Bay didn't feel ashamed as they were left scoreless against the Bills 19-0. Green Bay was smart enough to save their players for the regular season because, as we know, Green Bay, they're strong. They're going to be having another strong season probably with Aaron Rodgers. So get ready, especially when it comes to their starters. Ravens also won 37-3 against the Washington football team. Bears kept it close with the Titans and won 27-24. We're taking out over to Houston as the Buccaneers showed up and beat the Texans 23-16. Broncos beat the Rams 17-12. Besides Easton Stick and their defense, they had a completely new offense on the field. But they lost 27-0 facing the Seahawks. Jaguars also beat the Cowboys 34-14. Trevor Lawrence was in the lineup like he always was. He's been playing preseason football, and he's been playing great as he threw 2 touchdowns in that game. A lot of people are saying the Cowboys this year are going to rise. So is the Washington football team. Let me tell you something. The Cowboys, I don't think are going to be as good. I think Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott will be carrying the team. Everyone else will be not as good. But for Washington football team, I have hope for them. I have hope for their offense, and I have hope for their defense. So, Dolphins also beat the Bengals 29-26. We now move you over to San Francisco as the 49ers put down the Raiders 34-10. As they head into the regular season, Patriots beat the Giants 22-20. Patriots recently dropped Cam Newton lately, as now they're in hopes of Mac Jones, who is a rookie. This is his first season. A lot of people have faith in him. I know a lot of New Englanders, they have complete faith in Mac Jones. And let me tell you something. It was really bad. I don't know why you guys dropped Cam Newton. Cam Newton, he was your franchise. I just don't know why you guys got rid of him. I could tell a lot of Patriot fans, they're upset, but a lot of them do have high hopes for the new rookie, Mac Jones. We now take you over to Atlanta as the Browns won, facing the Falcons 19-10. Browns have a strong defense, even using their preseason players. Kyle Luletta had a 1-touchdown pass as a QB, but he gave up 2 interceptions, which was not good. Juwan Green got a touchdown for the Falcons, so they did not really use their starters in that game. So without further ado, that wraps up for our first episode in this season, for Season 3. My name is Tyler Wargo, and thank you guys for tuning in to Sports Grind Season 3, Episode 1.